Wednesday, Roundabout Wednesday. I was just over at L&M Fleet last night. Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning.
Really shaping up over there.
It is. Yeah, they're really making progress. A lot of concrete happening, obviously, right now. And I'm sure folks were relieved last week when 71 reopened and could get through there. And so making a lot of progress. And that's really all we're going to see the next couple weeks is just a lot of concrete. Finishing up the driving lanes on 197. The next major shift will happen mid to late August, so a couple more weeks. Once we get the driving lanes ready on 197, we'll shift traffic from the temporary bypass over to the 197 driving lanes. And once we get traffic over, then we'll extend Gillette Drive on the north side of the roundabout and finish up that section of the roundabout. So we're getting close, but we're not done. So we do still have one more stage that includes a detour. So once we get through what we call 1D of getting folks over to the new 197, removing the temporary bypass, then we have 1F, which is at the very end. So late September-ish, that's where we need to reconstruct the north part of the 71 intersection. That's where we're all driving through right now on that temporary bypass. So we'll have to remove that, finish the construction at that intersection. And at that time, it'll be about a 2-week period where we will all detour over to Hannah up to Ann. So the north-south traffic on 71 will need to detour over to Hannah and Ann. And also just a heads up to kind of dispel any rumors. We do have to install temporary mini roundabouts at Hannah and 30th and then up at Hannah and Ann during that detour time to keep traffic flowing.
Because that could be chaos.
Yeah, and I have no doubt that it will be chaos. But it's just for a couple weeks for this year. And also because that is the detour that we'll be using next year when we're constructing the middle school and Hannah roundabouts. There are phases that include that detour route of Hannah and Ann. So just so nobody's surprised, we will be installing temporary mini roundabouts, and I'll share that in our update when we post.
I'm just having a hard time putting this temporary mini roundabout.
Yes. So let me paint a picture for you. So really, this is in my terms. This is not engineering terms, but they kind of blop a little bituminous in the middle of picture 30th Street in Hannah.
Okay.
Paint it yellow. Gore lines, so they tell you which way to go. So that's kind of how that one will look. And then the one up at Hannah and Ann will be a little bit larger of a center circle.
Okay.
But
well,
you
why
know,
don't you just do that all the time then?
well, we don't govern those roads.
Just stop.
That's what I'm trying to avoid here, Mark. As this is not any sort of permanent traffic control. This is for construction.
I'm not going to lie to you. If you kept one at Ann and Hannah, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. And I imagine that that's what we'll hear a lot at the fair this week, because this is our update, that we're sharing at the fair. And that's a common opinion of folks.
Well, moving that intersection, Hannah used to be way too close to 71. Yes. You could never turn left because there was always cars too close. Moving it helped some, but not a lot.
Right. It's still almost impossible to turn left when you're going north on Hannah to Ann. Yeah, I agree. So temporary, we will remove them for the winter time, and then we'll put them back in when we get going next year.
Oh, I can't wait.
You just stop.
Well, it's just how people with the regular one, right? And it's gonna be drama because they won't be able to just drive through it, even though they don't understand it. No one's gonna want to turn left.
And truck traffic might find a different route that's gonna work better for them, and that's okay. But for our regular traffic, that's our official detour route.
Well, hey, you guys got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, and
Well, there's no other option there.
Right. And you know what? I went through the 71 of the bypass that's been closed, and that's all redone. I can't wait until the Simonson stopped. Well, it's not going to be a stoplight. It's going to be a roundabout. Because that road is so bad.
Yeah, it is.
And I know I'm not complaining or yelling at anybody, saying anybody's doing a poor job. But after you drive on the new one, you're like, dang, this is nice.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just going to park here.
right in the middle of the interview. I like this. As far as the detour route for that end stage of 1F, there are other options, but, we also had to consider our Bemidji businesses. We didn't want to detour traffic so far away that, businesses were being impacted in that way. So that's to help them out too. But, certainly as we mentioned with every project, people might find a different way to go. But that is our official detour route. And that's towards the end of September. So this is just a forewarning that part's still coming. And that's at the end stage of the project. So we're still looking at early October finish.
And end of this year's cycle.
Yes, this year. Thank you.
But what they're working on now will be done at the end of this year, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, this is our stage 1 of 3. So stage 2 and 3 are next year, middle school in Hannah.
Seems so fancy. Like
it does.
Like wow.
We got
pay a toll
concrete.
here.
Have you been to Bemidji? We have concrete.
They have like an entire road from one stoplight to a roundabout, all cement, curbs and gutters. It's pretty sharp. Now, I know you're not part of the. Is that a bike path they're putting in on Division Street, 5th Street, Division Street?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
And that is a major undertaking.
It's a lot of swamp and not so great ground over there.
Yeah, and the traveling westbound lane, you're on and off the shoulder.
Yeah. Feels weird.
And you got to turn your safe driver device on
the lane
keeper.
Lane departure.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that line right in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, it does sort of feel awkward. I wish that, I know this won't happen, but I wish that there was a bike lane on Adams Avenue. There's a lot of pedestrians on Adams that bike and walk through there,
Sure.
but
Well,
I know that's
you
not in
made
the
some
plans.
enemies, 2 weeks ago?
I mean, this is kind of daily.
Well, when you mentioned that the county, which it's all available on the county's website, is going to do a chip seal on Adams, they're like, why can't we redo that road? It's terrible. Well, everybody thinks every road they drive on is terrible.
Yeah. Oh, well, I think that anyone that drives on there would probably agree, and it is in their plan. I can't remember
Yeah,
now.
that
We
one's
did
due.
just talk about that. I can't remember if it's next year or the following summer that they're redoing Adams.
They wanted it done like yesterday.
I know.
I just don't like that they're making the road smaller. You notice that?
On 5th?
Well, I noticed it, and Hannah, on the very end of it, going south.
It's to slow people down.
And to add the...
I know, but don't you guys know we have winter and we have to put snow places,
No.
and we don't put it 20 feet away from the side of the road. We put it right on the side of the road.
When Sam Anderson was here, the city engineer, I asked him, I said, why are all the road construction projects that you're doing in the city, why are they more narrow? And he goes, it's to slow people down.
Okay, well, okay. And then those trees, do you see them right there on the side? Right there, it's the road, the trees, and then the walking path. I don't got those trees living. How big are they going to get? What happens in 20 years with those trees? They're just too big at the side of the road.
Leslie, I'm sorry.
And then they made the road smaller.
I can't speak to that project, but for our projects, it's the separation of the driving lanes and the pedestrians. So they create
Okay.
that green space, that boulevard space to
Buffer.
separate that.
It all works. We need as much road space as we can because of winter.
Yeah, we need snow storage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about we just don't get snow?
Well, this year we might not have a problem with it, so then they'll say, look, it all worked out. We didn't need a bigger road, Mark.
How do snowplow drivers like roundabouts?
I think overall they're probably not a huge fan, but we have enough around here that they're getting used to it, and across our entire district now, there's like 11-ish, something like that. So there's certainly
these temporary ones you're just putting in all haphazardly, according to Mark.
Well, we're going to take those out over the winter, so they won't have to worry about those in the winter. But yeah, there definitely are challenges when we're trying to increase safety, and it's kind of that balance of, pros and cons with each of our intersection improvements, that we can increase safety, but then we got to deal with this issue, and then so.
I should have forewarned you about this question. I'm sorry. Do you know why the center of a roundabout is designed the way it is, so that trucks can kind of drive over the semis? I'm talking can kind of drive over the spot that a regular car is not supposed to be on?
Yes. So that is called the truck apron. And a lot of people have commented of, well, that looks like a sidewalk. Why did they put a sidewalk there?
True.
Nope. That is the truck apron. And that is designed so that, for example, a semi truck going through their trailer can go up on that apron. And they're supposed to, certainly. And even more challenging driving through intersections like that would be a school bus. And the school buses do it, clearly, out on Division. So, but yes, that is the truck apron, and that is designed in that way. And there's been other comments about, well, why do they have to make the mound? And I can't see to the other side. That is by design. We don't want you to see to the other side because
people would stop.
Yes.
Oh, there's a car coming. I better stop.
Yes. Keep traffic flowing.
Truck apron. I learned something today.
Yeah, there you go.
Just with this technology, it would be great if, they could have LED signs in there to where if a person...
Hey, dummy,
Go. You're supposed to be moving. Go. That would be helpful. And then they could put ads in there and pay for it.
And then the complaints start coming in.
Meeting today?
Yes, meeting today, 10 o'clock. We'll get the update out tomorrow. We're at the fair this week. We have a booth set up, or will have a booth set up in the commercial building, answering questions on the 71 North project, which is coming along. By the way, they are switching to their next stage in the 71 North project, where it will be closed from County Road 23 to 22 starting next week. So really not much difference for anyone else who's been going through that project. Still have to use the detour and such, but just getting one stage closer. That one also is expected to be complete in early October. So we'll have information on that. 197 will be at the fair all weekend.
Do you have a question about the 71 South project?
Yes.
So I was going to Sabika last weekend. Took the Lake George Road all the way to Park Rapids and then zigzagged back to 71 and South. There was a guy, it was an older gentleman, in a pickup at a stop sign that was not the detour route. He was out of his truck looking at something on his hood. It was a piece of paper. I'm guessing it was an old school map. Trying to find where in the heck he was supposed to go, I think. But I noticed on the county road that you detour on, you've added a turn lane in there.
On County
Was
Road
that
40?
you guys?
No.
Or was that
not that
Hubbard
I'm
County that
familiar
did
with.
that?
That if there was an added turn. Oh, I know what you're talking about. That corner there. That was a county project. I think it was partnered with MnDOT because it's adjacent.
Because you knew it was going to be used as the detour? Or was this always...
No, this was separate. Yeah.
Because it is way easier to get through that little curve right now because it's on a curve and you used to have to stop dead in your tracks because someone was turning left.
Yep. They constructed that last year. Yeah.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, and that project actually, they'll be getting that up to grade if they haven't already this week, and then they'll start paving later this week and striping next week and get that thing open.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the downside to end of summer. It's also the end of construction season.
Yeah.
They're coming due. October, I guess, is well past summer.
Yep.
Leslie, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much.